What's more important in international trade? The product or the paperwork? Believe it or not, without the right documents, your shipment isn't going anywhere. By the end of this video, you'll understand why export documentation is important, the purpose of every major export document, who prepares each document, where it is used during the export process, and common mistakes that delay international shipments. Let's begin with the most important document of all. 1. Commercial invoice. The commercial invoice is the heart of every export transaction. It is prepared by the exporter and acts as the official bill sent to the overseas buyer. It tells customs exactly what is being exported, how much it is worth, who is selling it, who is buying it, and under which delivery terms the shipment is moving. A commercial invoice typically includes exporter details, buyer details, invoice number, product description, quantity, unit price, total shipment value, currency, Incoterms rule, country of origin. Let's understand with an example. Suppose an Indian company exports automotive components worth $250,000 to Germany. German customs will use a commercial invoice to determine the customs value of the shipment and assess applicable import duties. Without this document, customs clearance cannot proceed. 2. Proforma invoice. Now let's move to the proforma invoice. Many beginners confuse it with a commercial invoice, but they serve different purposes. A proforma invoice is issued before the sale is finalized. It is not a demand for payment. Instead, it is a quotation shared with the buyer. Importers often use it to apply for import licenses, arrange financing, open a letter of credit, obtain internal approvals. Think of it as a blueprint of the proposed transaction. 3. Packing list. Next comes the packing list. If the commercial invoice explains the value of the shipment, the packing list explains the physical contents. It tells customs officers, warehouse teams, freight forwarders, and the buyer exactly how the goods have been packed. It normally contains number of cartons, number of pallets, gross weight, net weight, dimensions, package markings, contents of each package. Imagine receiving a container with 1,000 cartons. Without a packing list, finding one specific product would be like searching for a needle in a haystack. 4. Purchase order. Before the exporter ships anything, the buyer usually sends a purchase order. This document officially requests the seller to supply specific products. It contains product specifications, quantity, price, delivery schedule, payment terms. The purchase order starts the commercial transaction. 5. Sales contract. Once both parties agree, they sign a sales contract. This legally defines product quality, quantity, delivery terms, payment conditions, Incoterms rule, dispute resolution mechanism. This protects both the exporter and the importer if disagreements arise later. Transport documents. Now that the goods are ready, they need to move. And that's where transport documents come in. 6. Bill of lading. If you're shipping by sea, the bill of lading is probably the most important transport document. It performs 3 critical functions. First, it is a receipt confirming the carrier has received the cargo. Second, it serves as evidence of the transport contract. Third, in many cases, it acts as a document of title, meaning it can represent ownership of the cargo. This is why banks often require the original bill of lading before releasing payment under letter of credit. 7. Air waybill. If the shipment moves by air, instead of a bill of lading, you will receive an air waybill. Unlike the bill of lading, the air waybill is not a document of title. It mainly acts as cargo receipt, transport contract, shipment tracking document. You'll commonly see air waybills used for electronics, pharmaceuticals, and agent shipments. 8. Multimodal transport document. Modern supply chains rarely use just one transport mode. Your shipment may travel by truck, then by rail, then by sea, and finally by truck again. Instead of preparing separate transport documents for every stage, a multimodal transport document covers the entire journey. Customs documents. Once the shipment reaches customs, another set of documents becomes important. 9. Shipping bill. In India, the primary customs export document is the shipping bill. It is filed electronically before export clearance. Customs authorities use it to examine goods, grant export permission, process eligible export incentives where applicable. Without an approved shipping bill, goods cannot legally leave the country. 10. Certificate of origin. Many countries want to know where the product was actually manufactured. That's why exporters provide a certificate of origin. This document certifies the country where the goods originate. It becomes especially important when importing countries offer preferential customs duty under free trade agreements. A valid certificate of origin can help importers qualify for lower tariff rates where applicable. 11. Inspection certificate. Certain buyers, especially for industrial goods, machinery, chemicals, and agricultural products, require an independent inspection before shipment. Inspection agencies verify Product quality, quantity, packaging, compliance with agreed specifications. This increases buyer confidence and reduces disputes. 12. Phytosanitary Certificate. If you're exporting fruits, vegetables, seeds, timber, or other plant products, many countries require a phytosanitary certificate. It confirms that the shipment complies with the importing country's plant health requirements. 13. Health Certificate. Food products, dairy, seafood, meat, and animal-based products often require a health certificate issued by the competent authority in the exporting country. This assures the importing country that the products meet applicable health and safety standards. 14. Fumigation Certificate. If wooden pallets or wooden packaging are used, importing countries may require a fumigation certificate. It confirms that the wood has been treated to reduce the risk of introducing pests. Financial documents. Shipping goods is only half the story. Eventually, the exporter wants to get paid. 15. Letter of credit. One of the safest international payment methods is the letter of credit. Here, the buyer's bank agrees to pay the exporter, but only if the exporter presents documents that fully comply with the terms of the credit. Banks review documents such as commercial invoice, bill of lading, packing list, certificate of origin, insurance certificate. Remember, banks deal with documents, not with the physical goods. Even a small documentation error can delay payment. 16. Bill of exchange. Another financial document used in international trade is the bill of exchange. It is a written order requiring the buyer to pay a specified amount either immediately or on a future agreed date. Marine insurance certificate. International shipments travel thousands of kilometers. Anything can happen during transit. Cargo can be damaged due to accidents, severe weather, fire, or other insured risks. That's why many exporters purchase marine cargo insurance. The marine insurance certificate provides evidence that the shipment is insured under the agreed policy terms. Conclusion. Export documentation may look complicated at first, but once you understand the purpose of each document, the entire international trade process becomes much easier to follow. Always remember this. Products move physically, but documents move the shipment legally. If you found this video valuable, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. Join our membership. You will get to break down supply chain problems and their database solutions with real-world frameworks every week. Till then, keep optimizing. Thanks for watching.